I thought I'd do a cute little experiment, and I thought I'd find out some cute little things, but instead I've learned something that entirely changed how I see the social internet, and why I think I know for sure now that Twitter sucks and is going to die. My little experiment was simply to tweet the same things on Twitter, Threads, and Bluesky, and see where the things did best. And that wasn't that interesting. Like, here's one that got 10,000 likes on Twitter and 7,000 likes on Threads and 45,000 likes on Bluesky. And then this one got 11,000 on Twitter and 1,400 on Threads and 4.6 thousand on Bluesky. And so like it's like all mixed up and it's not that interesting. So all you can really tell from all of this is that like when I tweet stuff that's going to do pretty well, it's going to do different amounts of well on different sites. And they're all like vibrant, active places where people are engaging and there's conversation. And so like it feels kind of like worth being on all of them at this point, which is a little bit terrible. Like I hate that because the last thing I need is to be like, well, I finished with Bluesky. I guess I'll go check out what's happening on Threads. But that's the situation we're currently in. It's fragmented into 3 solidly successful camps. But then I posted a link to my video that I made last week that I really wanted people to watch. Like I worked hard on this video. I've been writing it for weeks. I finally put it out. I mean, I kind of been writing it for years, but like actively writing it for over a month. And then we got 1,000 likes on Twitter, we got 500 on Threads, and we got 3,800 on Bluesky. And that's a really big deal for me because, and also 300 quote tweets, which is wild. That means more people are giving it more action. And so it's like a really vibrant place. But part of me is like, well, I have heard that like links are downranked on Threads and Twitter because they end sessions. People stop using the platforms when you click on a link. You're not on Twitter anymore, and so they can't advertise to you anymore. And now that's bad for them. But also, I had noticed this. I tweeted that I was going to be headlining a night of comedy that's a fundraiser for an organization in my town. And on Twitter, that got 137 likes. And on Threads, it got 64. And you've seen me just now getting thousands and tens of thousands of likes on Threads. So like, this is weird. And then on Bluesky, 718. Now I know that this is going to be smaller than normal content. Like, of course, it's just for people that can drive to Missoula, Montana. That's a very small audience. But of course, this is being algorithmically downranked. Why wouldn't it be algorithmically downranked? Because very few people are going to be like, need to see this tweet. And so the algorithms are saying, oh, people aren't engaging with this. Let's not show it to them. But that's a huge problem for me because if I am building up my audience over and over and over again, but that's a huge problem for people who actually create content. And this is why I think a lot of people just don't, like a lot of creators don't post that much anymore. If you are posting like crazy, providing all of this value to these platforms, and then in the moment you actually want to convert that into some like people going to a comedy show to raise money for the homeless shelter in your town, then they're not going to show it to anybody because the algorithms are so powerful. And Bluesky is actually like saying, look, maybe it's okay for the algorithm to be a little less powerful. And in exchange for that, like stuff's going to have more reach, even if it might not be quite as relevant. Now, I get that this is a balance. This is one way or the other. But then something else happened that really changed the way I saw all of this. And for that, we need to go back to Twitter. I posted this. Spending a month on Bluesky has made me recognize a fight we need to be having right now. Not liberal versus conservative or whatever, but respect versus manipulation. For all the good and bad of Twitter, I can't help but see many of the ways it is constantly trying to manipulate me. And then this person asked, can you give an example? And so I did want to talk a little bit about this. So I took that as an opportunity to say, if you watch one video, it like puts you into, like it auto plays another unrelated video on the app. It like puts you into X's version of TikTok. And that is not what I asked for. That's not why I watched that video. It is trying to control me. Twitter and Threads both downrank links, which we've just talked about and seen, and we'll see again in a moment. And also my For You feed is filled with engagement bait. And Threads is even worse at Twitter than Twitter at this. And so this got 645 likes. And in the first hour or like 30 minutes, honestly, I was like, this seems like it's not getting any love. Like it just does not seem like it's doing well. So I posted it again, maybe a half an hour later, and I changed it. And this got 8,000 likes. And it said, instead of Bluesky, it said Twitter like places that aren't X. And instead of saying Twitter, it said X because I ran out of characters. I would have left that as Twitter, but I ran out of characters. Now, this isn't like perfect science or anything, but this got 8,000 likes versus 600. And I know maybe people were making different decisions, but it feels like an algorithm was making a different decision here. And this person replied, he said, is the manipulation in the room with us? And I said, it is. And this was back when it had first been posted, just a few, I guess it was like 15 minutes between these two tweets. This one was 289 and this one was 589 just in that time. And this one was posted later. So yeah, the manipulation appears to be in the room with us. And a similar situation, I just tweeted this morning, this like stupid meme that I made, and I linked to Good.store and I said, Good.store, this Thanksgiving, remember 25% off everything at Good.store with the coupon code SAVE25. Speaking of which, this video is brought to you by Good.store. We'll get to the rest of it in a moment. Good.store is a place on the internet where you can go and buy really quality, awesome stuff. You can do all of your Christmas shopping in this one place. We got tea, we got coffee, we got socks, we got so much cool stuff. And you can do a bunch of your Christmas shopping all at once, but right now, and only through the end of the weekend and through Cyber Monday, 25% off everything in the store. This is our biggest sale of the year. I promise it actually is. I know it sounds, when these words come out of my mouth, it always feels gross because I hear it all the time, but this is like objectively the biggest discount that we have. We still have a $59 limit before you get to free shipping. So at $60, you get free shipping and you get 25% off of everything at the store, including an already deeply discounted item. So if you go to search and you type in 12, you may have seen this video I posted on Hank's channel. You can find our mystery sock 12 pack, which was originally $180 and then was $60, but with this $25 off, that's $45. And this is going to be 12 pairs of socks that you could give away to 12 friends and be like, I got you these. And also they donate all of their profit to charity to help reduce maternal and child mortality in West Africa, and also to fight against tuberculosis, which is the most deadly infectious disease in the world. And can you believe that tuberculosis is the most deadly infectious disease in the world? The world will be better and you'll have done a lot of your Christmas shopping, and our customer support and warehouse team will have time to get the products to you by Christmas if you are buying stuff for Christmas. And the coupon code is SAVE25 and it is only valid until the end of Monday. But then there will be other discounts. If you're watching this after that, I promise you could still go to Good.store. You just won't get that big of a discount. All right, back to the point I was making. So I tweeted this Good.store. So this Thanksgiving, remember 25% off everything at Good.store with the coupon code SAVE25, but forget the giving money to Jeff Bezos. And I put a link to Good.store, and on Threads, these two tweets did roughly the same with and without the link. On Twitter, which I'm actually surprised by, and like maybe some people had already seen that, so this one just did less well, it got less engagement. And then but on Twitter, 114 versus 230 likes, 16,000 impressions versus 13,000 impressions. So it just seems like obvious that links are being downranked. And when I posted this on Bluesky, I did not need to post it again because it got 1,000 likes immediately with the link, and so I don't have to worry about that. Here's my concern here about Twitter and Threads. I come on for three reasons. One, I go on to satisfy some deep-seated desire to get attention and be liked and to see numbers go up. Two, to ideally engage in some kind of useful conversation that will help put correct ideas in people's heads and drive us forward as a species. I know. That's not a good reason, but that is what I think I'm doing. The three, because I want to build up, like, I make a bunch of jokes, in part because I want people to be like, haha, good joke, I laughed, and that feels good. But in part because I'm trying to build something up so that I can then take people and show them the sale at Good.store so that I can have an e-commerce company that tries to be different and that isn't reliant on like paid marketing, which would make it even harder and we'd have less profit to donate to charity. I want the platform to show people when I link to my YouTube videos so people will go watch my YouTube videos, which are more important than my tweets. And if you're not doing that, why am I doing this? Why am I providing you all of this free labor so that you can just try and use my content to manipulate people into never leaving your platform and then never give me any value out of it? Never let me turn that into somebody who might go watch a YouTube video, might go watch SciShow, might go buy a Complexly calendar, might buy a Crash Course coin. Why am I doing any of this if you're always downranking all of that stuff? So what you're left with is professional posters who are only there to engage in like these big conversations or to get attention that makes them feel good. And then people who I think legitimately are trying to engage in a conversation, but like it's going to be all high-minded in trying to like achieve goals with every piece of content, rather than like what I did on Bluesky yesterday after I had a half a glass of wine. Rumen numerals. That's all I want. Sometimes I just want to say Rumen numerals. I just feel so manipulated all of the time when I'm on these platforms. And part of that manipulation is taking power away from the people who create all of the value. Because if you let me link to my store for free, why am I going to buy the advertisement if you give it away for free? So even though I built this audience, I don't control what pieces of my content go out to them. This tale as old as time, and as far as the enshittification cycle goes. But I feel like I got frog boiled. I did not realize the extent to which links were downranked. And also, it's wild to me that the word Bluesky is downranked. There's no motivation for that aside from trying to make people forget that there's an alternative to what you're selling, which is an inferior product, because you are trying to figure out how to turn this thing into money. Which I get is hard. You've been bad at it in the past. But I think that the advertising model is the wrong one for microblogging because it's societally destructive and it makes the experience worse for me. And I really do think that this is a big problem for both Threads and Twitter. And it's a huge advantage for Bluesky. I am so much more likely to use Bluesky when I see we did a test where we had a special coupon code where we did a Twitter coupon code and a Threads coupon code and a Bluesky coupon code, and the Bluesky coupon code was 10 times more powerful than Threads and 3 times more powerful than Twitter. That's like raw numbers, not like per person who clicked or per follower. That's raw numbers. That's the total number of sales that we had. So I am much more compelled to use Bluesky. And this is not just my data. There's lots of platforms and publications are like, oh, I got to get on Bluesky because they actually, people click on stuff and they leave the site. They leave and they read articles. And that's what we should be doing. Please tell me about the news so I can click and read it on the news site rather than your analysis of what the news was, which is all you get on Twitter anymore. You gotta go on Bluesky. You'll see links to articles and then you'll click on them. Bluesky has this thing where you could create custom feeds, and there's a custom feed called gift articles that's just gift articles. I know this probably isn't gonna last forever because that might devalue the use of gift articles, but it means that you don't have to worry about whether you're subscribed to The Economist to actually read the article, or the Financial Times, or Business Insider. I'm not going to subscribe to Business Insider. I don't have a $2,000 a month subscription budget. That's ridiculous. A mess out here, y'all. Which is why I'm going to go play Connections. I've heard today's is really hard. But before we do Connections, remember, Good.store, save 25 for 25% off anything at Good.store. Get all your Christmas shopping done, and all the profit gets donated to charity. It's a good deal for everybody. Check it out. I bet you're going to find something you like. And also that deal is a good deal. I promise. It's as good as a deal as we can do. All right. National Boardwalk, Mole, Twin, Hertz, Silicon, Project, Tiger, Volt is a car, Boardwalk, Game, Ray, Second Venture. There was a bunch of red herrings there that have not done me well. Hertz and Volt are both, units of electricity, like electricity related units. Hertz, Volt, Second is also a unit of something. Mole is also a unit. And then we've got, I guess I'm going to try to get the purple, even though I'm very confused. We've got Endeavor, Enterprise, Venture, Project. Okay, that seems like one. This is like a thing that you do. That's the category of things you do. And then what else do we got? Tiger. Boardwalk is a monopoly, but none of these things are. Boardwalk, National. I'm going to have to make sure that I have this right. I'm going to have to guess, because if this isn't right, then I'm going to be going down the wrong path forever. Hertz, Mole, Volt, Second. Yes! Okay, they are units. All right. That was the green? Okay. Well, I guess I know what the yellow is. Twin. Curb is a verb as well as not a verb. Oh, first words of sitcoms. Curb Your Enthusiasm, Silicon Valley, Game Changer, National, seems like it could be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. No, that is not a sitcom. Oh, that felt good to me for a second. Twin Peaks is a show. That's fucked if that's the category. Tiger King. No way is it just fucking TV shows. Oh. It's not. God damn it. It wasn't even one away. Okay. That was down the wrong path there. Am I, though? I mean, now I'm seeing TV shows everywhere because Boardwalk Empire, Game of Thrones, Ray and Silicon. Are these all HBO shows? Curb, Boardwalk Empire, Game of Thrones, and Silicon, and that's why I got it confused because Tiger King and Twin Peaks are not HBO shows. That's ludicrous. If that's the thing that you expect me to know, it's like network the show is on. What would that leave us with? Twin, Ray, Tiger, National. Those are Major League Baseball teams without an S on the end. But this has to be the purple, though, because that's fucked. If you think that that's the... Okay. Well, at least there's that. Twin, Ray, Tiger, National. Okay, all right. Oh, my God. First words of HBO shows? Was that at least a 5 out of 5? Yes. Okay. Good. Only 20% got no mistakes. Okay, only 55% solved it. All right, well, I got 1 in 1 million, everybody. This is an unusual score. Oh, man. Hertz, Mole, Volt, Ray, just like science-y words. National, Hertz, Enterprise, Venture. That does sound like rental car companies. Chemistry and physics. Yeah, well, okay. It's all, you always got to play connections at the end to chill your nervous system out a little bit. Again, 25% off everything. It's Good.store. It's a good store. The products are good, and it does good. And you could do all your Christmas shopping there and tell people about it. And it'll be cool. All right. Frickin' Twitter. Let me tell you.